What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Black Ops 6 video. Today we're going to be looking at 6 tips that nobody really talks about in order to actually get better at this game. Actually, I'm kind of lying. There's going to be 5. One of them is spoken about a lot, but I want to get into more detail about it because people just seem to brush over it a lot. But the first thing I want to talk about in this game is that you got to utilize head glitches, alright? We're going to start off the list. That's going to be number 6 right there. You got to utilize head glitches. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about right here. So let's say we're playing on Nuketown, and this is a great map because they have the 24/7 playlist now. If I'm looking right here, this is stairs, for example. You got to use the broken camera angles on the stairs. If I'm standing all the way up here crouched, I could see the dude's head if he's standing in here, right? If I'm fully standing up, I'll be able to see his whole entire body right here, okay? But my head is only about here. So if you look at that, while I'm standing up, that is where my head is. That's the only part of my body he's going to see. If I crouch, my head's actually going to be about this level right here. You can't see it. You cannot see my head whatsoever. Like, at all. He'll maybe see the tip of my head sticking out right there, but it's very hard to hit someone right there, okay? So if I'm crouched here, let's say I'm crouched like this, I'll be able to shoot his head clear as day because he'll be standing here. His head is about this height. I'll be able to see him nice and easy, okay? So you guys can see right there, his head will be around right here. I'll be able to shoot him like crazy. He can't see me at all. It's crazy. You gotta utilize those broken camera angles, guys. And there's other stuff as well. Let's say this right here is a head glitch. You gotta use head glitches too. This one right here is probably one of the best ones in the game. Just stand here, make sure this is blown up so that they can't blow you up or anything. Let's just do that quickly. And then once it's blown up, you just got a sick head glitch. You can just stand right here. They will only see your head. So if somebody's all the way out here, he's only going to see your head. It doesn't do extra damage in this game, so he's going to have a hard time dropping you, and you'll be able to see his whole entire body. And I always tell people that head glitches are probably some of the most important things in the game. If you stand right here, all you got to do is go prone. If there's too many enemies, if there's one here, one up here, one here, and one there, just go prone. Stand up here, drop him, move to this guy here. It's so easy to use head glitches in this game. Let's move on to the next thing because I want to talk about this one, and this one's kind of important, all right? A lot of people don't talk about sensitivity the way it should be spoken of. Now, I'm going to say, in this game right here, you want to have a medium to high sensitivity, okay? You don't want to have a very low sensitivity at like 3 or anything like that, but you don't want to play on a 20 either unless you're cracked out and you could control it. So here's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say there is an enemy standing right here. Actually, you know what? Let's just say this is the enemy right here. I'm running. I could turn and I could pretty much adjust my accuracy really fast to be able to shoot at him, and aim assist will even help a lot faster. But if I put my sensitivity too low, I want to show you guys this quickly, all right? I don't want to like go on it too much. I'm on a 7 right now, but if I put my sensitivity to like a 3, you know what, let's say 3, yeah, by the time I start getting shot at and react, it'll take so long just to do that turn. You guys saw that, just to turn around and try and drop him. By the time I actually start turning, I'll be dead. I'll have no time to kill him whatsoever. And the other goes for, let's say, if you're playing on super cracked. I mean, if you could control this, props to you. I cannot control 20, but if you could, props to you. But let's say this is the enemy again, and I start getting shot at. By the time I turn, I don't even know where I'm aiming. I was just bouncing all over the place. But that's because I can't control 20. But if you guys could control 20, props to you. So I recommend anywhere. I would say the lowest you want to go on sensitivity is 5. 7 even more realistic. So probably 7 would be more realistic than 5. That's where you're going to want to set your sensitivity to, and you'll be able to play a lot better and stuff. Just control it a lot easier and whatnot. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the large center dot. Actually, before we get into center dot, let's talk about a little bonus one here, corner slicing. This is if I'm right here, as you guys can see, my character is leaning. I'm standing straight, and I'm slicing the corner, as you guys can see right there, okay? So I could see up until this part of the fence. The enemy standing at this part of the fence will barely see me behind that wall because I'm actually slicing. I have that setting turned on in the settings, and I'm standing behind the wall, and now I'm slicing, as you guys can see like that. So he's going to barely be able to see me. He will see parts of my body, but by the time his brain registers I'm actually there, and by the time he actually tries to shoot me, it's going to be really, really hard, and I'll be able to see his whole entire body clear as day just by slicing through there, as you guys can see. So that's another thing I recommend. That's why I played that on. I like that a lot. Another thing I want to talk about, though, is to fix your center dot, and that's, as you guys can see, mine is yellow, and it's large. Now, I'm going to say yellow is alright, but when you point it at stuff like the bus here, for example, I lose it. When you point to like here, for example, I lose it. You don't really see it that easily. So I'm going to say a lot of people like yellow, but I'm going to say it's not worth it. What you want to do is actually go into the into your, I guess, is it gameplay HUD? Yeah, it might be gameplay HUD. Yeah, crosshair right there. Go ahead and we're going to change that from yellow all the way to fuchsia. And the reason we're going to put fuchsia is because a lot of these maps don't actually have that color in it. They use green, they use yellow, blue, brown, a lot of those colors, reds, a lot of those colors, but they don't really use fuchsia. So I'm going to recommend you put it to this one right here, F200 FF in the hex right here, in the hex tag, and then saturation all the way up, brightness all the way up, and we're going to apply that, all right? And then your center dot, you're going to want it on and largest. And as you guys can see, I'll never lose it. I'll be able to see my crosshairs anywhere I point. I'll see them clear as day. And if you have that center dot large, this is really good. A lot of people back in the day, they used to put tape on their screen so they could know where the little center dot is, because it didn't show the center dot, it just had the crosshairs. But now you have that center dot, and you know exactly where it's pointed. That's exactly where you're going to ADS. So if you're running around the map and you think enemies are going to pop up from behind this wall right here, you run with your center dot always pointed there. As you guys can see, I'm doing that right now. So if an enemy does pop up, you just ADS and shoot. Now let's say you think there's going to be an enemy on the top window. Just have it up there already. So all you have to do is ADS and shoot. Have those crosshairs lined up. Now let's say we're running, Nuketown's not really a big map, so it's kind of hard to show you guys. But let's say there's a guy in the doorway here. Have it pointed at the door at all times. And the reason you want to have it there is so that if somebody does pop up, you just ADS and shoot. If you're looking at the door but you're pointed this way here, if somebody pops up, you got to readjust. You got to take your time. It's just not worth it in my opinion. Going down to another thing, you got to know when to camp and when to rush, all right? You got to let the enemies come to you one by one. Now, I want to show you guys the difference between camping and actually holding down an area. So we're going to take the yellow house, for example. Let's say I'm holding it down. The enemies are all spawning at the green house. Good places to go would be like this top window right here. You could just go ahead, pick people off, do what you got to do. And then after you kill 2 or 3 people, what I would recommend is just coming down here and then doing the same thing right here. Hold off different corners, try to drop shot, pick off people like that. Once you kill more people here, what you could do is just head on over to the garage, and then you could just pick off more people here, move back, go back upstairs, do whatever. But what camping is let's say this is going to get you killed. Let's say you're standing in this window and you're killing people and you're not moving. You're just staying in the window the whole time. You kill one person, you kill another guy, you kill another guy, you kill another dude here. Now the whole lobby knows where you're at. They're all going to be pointed at the window. They'll be coming out of that garage shooting at the window. They'll be coming here shooting at the window. That's actually cool. I thought the whole window would break. They'll be out of here shooting the window. They'll be literally everywhere shooting the window. So if you just stay here and you don't move areas, you're asking yourself to die. You can even pop out back here or whatever and slice this, or sorry, it's this one right here, slice it, pick off some people, do what you got to do. Another thing you want to do is know what type of streaks to use. If you're the type of player that can't use a UAV or get a UAV, then streaks aren't for you. But you're going to want to put on the lowest streaks possible is what I'm trying to say. So definitely go ahead and do that. If you're the type of player that could get a chopper gunner like I have right here, definitely put that on. But also put lower streaks. If the highest streak you could ever get is a chopper gunner, you should have streaks lower than that, and that one is your highest one. It's too many times I see people running the highest streaks ever and they just can't get them and stuff, and then you end up dying and you don't get your streaks, your KD doesn't go up or anything. The reason you want to use streaks, and I recommend UAV, I recommend like a chopper, I recommend stuff that are going to get you kills, an advanced UAV as well, all that kind of stuff, because an advanced UAV will be able to show you, my bad dude, my bad, an advanced UAV, that scared the heck out of me, I didn't even know there was someone here. An advanced UAV will be able to show you exactly where, oh, I'm out of ammo, where the enemies are, and it's going to get you a lot of kills and stuff like that. Let me go ahead and drop him quickly. Oh, poor dude, he doesn't even know I'm here. Now he's probably gonna spawn, so that's another thing. You gotta know where they're gonna spawn. You also gotta know your enemies. You gotta know where they're gonna be, where they're gonna come from, all that kind of stuff. You just gotta know everything about that. So if like they're spawning here, you gotta know they're spawning here. Don't over push. Don't come all the way here and try to drop them and stuff. Like, I mean, you could. Right here is not bad. They'll still spawn there for a little bit, but I would recommend standing a little back. And then don't stay here too long as well. You could also come back here, pick them off, go like that, do whatever you gotta do, but never over push the spawn. And one thing I really want to say is, like, let's say you got C flag. Let's say you're playing domination. You got the flag over there. You got the flag over here. You don't need to push more than right here. I mean, you could go in here if you want, but you don't have to. And a lot of people, what they do is they'll see that, and then they'll try to capture this flag as well. They're all going to be spawning there, and then you just flip the spawns. They always spawn behind you afterwards if you try to capture this one and stuff. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Then they get that spawn, and the spawns are all messed up and stuff, and they'll just be literally all over the map. And you just, if you keep them here, if you let them keep that flag, you could drop them all so many times as they keep coming and push you and stuff. There's only 3-4 ways. They could come out of here, they could come out of basically here and here, they could come out of right here and right here. So if you're watching this right here, you're already watching too. And then if you have a teammate standing right here, for example, on this nice heady right here, he'll be watching that doorway there, and then just one more teammate watching this area. You got 3-4 guys just watching everything, and the enemy shouldn't be able to come out and drop you guys. So that's something I recommend as well. And then the last thing you want to do, and this I recommend all the time, is just start up a private match. You could just go straight up on Nuketown and just start shooting all of the bots' heads, or not the bots, all of the mannequins' heads. You could do that as well, but what I would recommend is to go to game setup, set it to free-for-all, it doesn't really matter, put it on Nuketown because it's nice and small, it's easy to use, and then just go to custom game rules. From here, you're going to want to put the score limit all the way up to wherever you could put it up to, which I think is like 400 or 500. You just put it to just put it all the way up to the max, and then put the time limit up to 30. It doesn't really matter. And then from here, you want to put the health all the way up to the maximum health you could put, which is 300. Health regeneration, you could put slow or very slow or none. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to put it on none for the sake of it. After that, we're going to go to team. We're going to enable the minimap. Yes, we're going to put the radar map on constant, so that this way you could just see where the enemies are at all times. And then in gameplay, what you want to do here is set it to headshot only, go into your settings, go over to your controller settings, and then you're going to go to aiming, and you're going to turn off your aim assist, your target aim assist. You're just going to turn that off. Now you have no aim assist. You start up the game, put on as many enemy bots as you can. Just put on like whatever. We're just going to go like 8, 9, doesn't matter. Set them to recruit, hit confirm, and then just start up the game. And when you start the game, you have no aim assist. The headshots are what you're going to have to hit because body shots will not count. And then after that, you're also going to have to focus on doing a lot of shots to the head because you put on the maximum damage. You go into this game, just practice like crazy, get 200-300 kills doing this, do this every day for like a week, then you're gonna see after that your accuracy is gonna be insane. And then one thing you got to do is make sure you put on your target aim assist when you go back online, because if not, I've forgotten a few times and then you feel really trashy. But once you get back online afterwards, it's so easy to drop enemies because you're so used to just going for the head. It's also going to help you guys get your headshot challenges. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on. And let me know down in the comments below, is your KD pretty high in this game? What is it? I'm only at like a 1.6, 1.7, so I got to get that up. I definitely got to get mine up, but the camo grind is killing me. It is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.